Question 1. Where do your family originally come from? My family come from Denmark. Have they always lived in your town? No. My mother grew up in Copenhagen but traveled to Ringsted when she met my dad. Where were your grandparents born? My grandmother was born in Copenhagen and my granddad was born in Ringsted. Did they ever move to another town or country? When and why? They moved to Roskilde to study, and then they met each other and moved back to Ringsted. Has anyone in your family ever immigrated? Where did they go and why? My great-grandmother immigrated to Denmark from Germany. She immigrated to Denmark to escape from the Second World War. Discuss which of the following factors might decide a person's ethnic group. We think that religion, skin color, language, and the person's ethnic background has a huge role in deciding which ethnic group a person might come from. The reason we think these factors might have a big role in the decision of deciding which ethnic group a person belongs to is because of the way we humans always seek towards other people who are alike. The language is very important because you cannot understand each other if you aren't speaking the same language. Question number 3. Read and find out. Where do black people in Britain originate from? The black people in Britain was brought by the Romans. Which country or countries do British Asians come from? A major part of the British Asians come from South Asia, but some of them do also come from Pakistan, Bangladesh and India. When was the main period of immigration into Britain? The main period of immigration began in the 1950s, where most of the Muslims immigrated from South Asia and settled down in the inner city London. What is the largest ethnic minority in the UK today? The largest ethnic minority group is the Indians. There are 30,000 Indian people in the UK today. Question 4. Interpretation. Name as many former British colonies as you can. Britain had colonies all over the world. I can name the ones in Africa, America, Spain, Portugal, New Zealand, Australia, and the ones in the West Indies. They have probably had colonies in many other countries, but these are the ones that I know about. Why are the colonies important in understanding the UK today? The colonies is important in understanding the UK today because the colonies has brought so many different cultures to the UK. And these colonies are also the reason why Britain, New Zealand and Australia now are living under the same queen. Did your country have any colonies? When and where? Denmark have had some colonies in the West Indies since 1755 and in Iceland since 1980. What was the main reason for immigration to Britain after the war? The main reason for immigration to Britain was to work. Think of 2 other possible reasons for ethnic groups to change country. Another reason to immigrate could be to escape from war or poverty. Where did most immigrants in the UK decide to live? What parts of your country might attract immigrants and why? Most of the immigrants went to Cardiff, Liverpool, Glasgow and London. I think our capital, Copenhagen, might attract immigrants because of its opportunities, but the small cities might attract them too because it's pretty cheap to live there. Question 5. Your country. Describe your own ethnic group. Why do you belong to this group? Is your group a minority group in your town or country? I belong to the white things because of my language and my skin color. The group I belong to is the largest ethnic group in my country, so it's not a minority group. Describe the different ethnic groups that make up your country. Do you know the numbers of each group? Which are the main minority groups? Where did they originate? When and why did they move to your country? How do they contribute to the life of your nation? There's the Middle Eastern immigrants. I think we immigrated to Denmark to work because of our wholesome caste system. There's also the German Danes who traveled to Denmark to escape from the Second World War. Both groups as minority groups. Question 6. Group discussion. A group of immigrants or refugees will be arriving in your school soon. What aspects of school life might they need help with? The language, the norms, and our sense of humor. How would you make them feel welcome? I would talk with them, show them around, and just be nice to them. Describe 3 things you could do to help them get used to life in your country. Teach them how to speak Danish, learn them how to use our public transport, and help them find some friends.